Hi everybody, this is Debbie from Deb's Thing. Today I'm showing you a new design. It is not on either of my introduction to my original design collections. So I have labeled this for my catalog as 3 capital P K K, and I'm calling it CATTYWAMPUS. According to dictionary.com, it says few English-speaking people are familiar with this word, cattywampus, but it means like disorder, askew, you know, it all went cattywampus. So instead of staying in line and in order, it kind of went askew. And I think the reason why is because I did a little something new. I don't know if it's new technique, but see the black and white bands there? They kind of make a cattywampus, kind of off-kilter pattern up the center of this design. You can see it really good on this one, not as much on this one because of the colors I chose. And I used the Sweets green here, and they're a little funky, and my fingers are still not working right to make them all straight, so hopefully when I take a picture I can find one little section that looks great. But this is how it looks. It's kind of rises up on the side, so it's not really a two-sided design. I mean, it's pretty on this side, but you miss all the action on this side. And this is what this one looks like. I really don't care for these. They're the silicone purples, and they're really loose. But I do like the color combination. So, including the two, like black and white. I'm not going to use black and white on my demonstration, but those are 2 colors. And 3, 4, 5 colors in total. And I was working at making a 3-pin design or 3-bar design because I have a lot of requests for that. I know why some of us have 4 or more looms. Many do have only 1. So I wanted to play around and do something different. And with all the 3-bar designs out there, it's getting really hard to make something new that hasn't already been done. So anyways, the way the colors go, I always put my A, B, C, D colors. You know what? Hold on, I'm going to go off camera and make a note of them so that I'm less confused. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. To make things more confusing, not only did I not have my colors down so I could figure out what was what, I had 2 ways of making it, of looping it back. Just to show you, the first way is the way, I wound up choosing. I actually, my daughter Olivia, 11-year-old, she picked out this version. This one, I put the A-band, I looped these first, and then on the second version, on the second way, I loop them last, and they pretty much look the same from here, but from the side there's a definite difference. And then on this side it makes it more reversible this way, but I think this way is more interesting. So the only difference is the A bands are looped first, and on the one I'm showing you, and this version the A bands I wait till the very end. So let me show you the version I picked out. We will start, okay, the A color bands are the ones going up the middle, and I chose green for my demonstration. It's one of the camo pink mix. For the B colors, where I use black and white, I'm going to be using 2 shades of blue, a light and a dark, so that it keeps a nice contrast. For color C, which on this one's the Caribbean blue, or Caribbean blue, and this one here is the purple. I'm choosing to put brown, I think. Do I want brown? No, you know what? I'm going to go with the, which one is this? It's a pearl white, I think. There's 600 count. And then for the back I'm going to use this brown. It's the cocoa brown. So we will see how this looks. So we start out, I'm putting one band down for my cap extension band, and then just placing a straight up the center. Again, that's the pink on this one, and the sweet green, I think it's lime green on that one. I hope this will stand out enough. Kind of want to think of the colors, you know, how they're going to lay on top of each other so they keep standing out and don't get obliterated by the colors underneath them. This one, the black and white, do not show up quite as well because I, use a little bit darker colors for the C and D bands, or the C bands. So we will see. Okay, that's done. And now the B colored bands. It's a little complicated. This is something new, so I will try my best to not confuse you. And I was doing this left-handed, so I'm going to try to do it from my, I think, what is right-handed, because this is not my natural inclination. So you're going to take two bands, the dark one here and the light one on top. You're going to start making a slip knot. So you're going to bring this under, the lighter one under and through. See, right like that? So you keep pulling it, it kind of makes like this slip knot. But instead, before you tighten it, you're going to place it over these two bands. Not the first two, but the second two. And if you didn't notice, this is 3 bars parallel, if I forgot. The thing will always be the light is on the top and the dark, the part that wraps around the pin, is on the bottom. I'll do that again. So the dark here, the light on top. You go under and pull it up, but on this one you're going to reverse it. So before you make it tight, you slip it over. Okay, so this time the dark blue is on the bottom over here, and the light blue is, lighter shade, is on the top. Let me show that a few more times. Okay, you put the two under here, then take the outer part of the top band, bring it out, grab, or out and under, and grab it. And since this one needs to be opposite, we won't flip it around. Basically, you want whatever you're doing consistent. The dark is under, 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 so light is over, over, over. Does that make sense? Let me show you again. Okay, blue one on top. Take the outer part of the lighter band, bring it under and over, and swing it around so that you have the lighter band on the left side. Okay. Now this is how it looks for left-handed people. It's pretty much the same thing, but mirror image. You still put the lighter band on top, bring it under and over, and switch it around so that you are alternating light dark as you go up the loom. Okay, show that again. The lighter on top, bring it under and out, and this one will stay as is. Bring the outside underneath the blue band, and then under, and then up through it, And this one you're just going to turn it this way, slip it over before you pull that knot tight. Okay, let me show you using my right-handed side. Oh, maybe I should do it over here. Okay, the lighter band is on the top. You push it under and through right there. Grab it, and before you tighten it, of course this way you want to have the dark over here, so you're just going to turn it like this and slip it through the center. See how that looks? You've got the this side of the dark. I'm shaking. I drink coffee and I don't usually drink. The dark is under, the blue is over right here. Just keep that hole open enough to slip it over the pin. I guess I will continue and do this so you can see it, since I'm only doing it for okay. Okay, I've only got 2 more to do. Dark band, light band, under and through, and go grab that light band again, and you're going to simply turn it around so that the dark band is on your right hand side. 1 more, and I'll do it on this side because it's easier. I forget that most people are, I was taught right-handed to, right-handed and use the scissor right-handed, but my inclination is lefty, so I automatically do things like this left-handed. I forget that I'm not, I'm not showing people who are right-handed how to do it that way. Okay, so I consider those 2 colors the B band because it's like one placement. So the next step is to take your color C, which I chose to be this pearly white. They come like 600, and they're kind of pearly. Oh wait, okay. You know what? I'm just going to connection the, what do you call this band? The one for like the extension. I'm going to switch it to color C because I want it the same as like the border bands. So this, simply go up the sides. This is pretty easy. It's just a little different. I think it's a unique technique that I'm using. Unique technique. A newer technique. And the notes I wrote, because of the way I'm going to loop these back, just temporarily take this A colored band and just leave it like that, because we are going to want the C bands underneath. Does that make sense? Just let it hang there and we'll slip it back on the pin afterwards. So now we're going to go up this side, and you want to push them down a little because we still have 1 more band to place, our D color. I'm thinking I might not want that dark brown. I don't think it's going to be enough of a contrast. What should I use? What should I use? I think it'll muddled is the word I'm thinking of. Muddled. I think it'll give a muddled look. Okay, so we'll place a C band right here, and then you can just reach in with your finger or your hook and place the, whoops, she popped off. Okay, now that you placed your C bands, you can take your A band and put it right back on top. And I am going to go off camera, and I just just not liking this color combo, so I'm going to go pick out something else for my color D, which here are the pastel blue, and here are the it's a two-tone. It's kind of blue on the outside and pink on the inside. Those thicker 300 count bands. And I'll be right back. Alrighty. Does anyone want to take a gander at what color I picked? Like you can say anything to me. I wish you could. Okay, keeping in the kind of the more neutral, I'm just going to use the caramel color, caramel brown, as opposed to the cocoa brown. And to tell you the truth, not my color wheel. But I like to do things, you know, a little differently sometimes, so that other people will like these color schemes. Not everyone likes the same, so all your D bands are going to be like this, starting with the first one that has all the bands on it. And you can either just go up one side and then the other, or you can just alternate back and forth and just push down the bands already on the pin so that you have room. It's not too complicated. I mean, putting the B bands together was a little complicated, but once you get the hang of it, it's not too difficult. If I can remember how to do it, I think most people can. As you all know, I complain of memory problems. It's very fickle in what it wants. My brain is very fickle in what it wants to remember. And I remember like important things, but everyday little things, it tends to slip my mind. Ooh. Okay. So I'm just going to finish this up, and since there's the other half of that band. Well, speaking of broken and unusual bands, I want to thank all those who contribute to the Funky Band Find page I started. I really love it when people find, you know, interesting, unusual bands. I just think it's fun. No harm intended to the awesome Rainbow Loom Company. They have very good quality bands. I've tried other companies, other brands, and they're horrible. Except for I Love Hugh's shop. They sent me some bands. They're in the Philippines for those who can't get Rainbow Loom bands. And from the ones I tried, I was very pleased with them. Didn't have any trouble with breaking, or I haven't seen any dry out so far. That was the biggest problem with other brands, is drying out, and you know, after 6 months your bracelet's crumbling, and we don't want that. So now we are going to cap this final band, final pin, and we will start our looping process. So the reason I went and switched this is so that I can go up the center, you know, and have this A band right on top. And whoops, grabbed. Okay, let's try this again. Coffee is having some negative effects on me. I'm so shaky. I don't usually drink coffee, but I've been lacking energy, so I'm trying to get artificial energy, and all it's doing is giving me the jitters. Okay, try this again. I'd reach under here, and I place the A band on top, just so it's easier to access. Now we're going to go through all these bands and carefully place it up the center. I wish I could do funny voices and stuff for you like Jay's does. He's so cute with his accents. But I don't know, every time I try to do one when I'm, you know, on the spot, they come out terrible. My husband's really funny at that, but you're just going to have to stick with the regular old Debbie voice. Yeah, one more. I almost forgot to do you. Okay. Very simple, just straight up single chain up the center. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go, see these bands under here? We're going to reach underneath our C band and bring these up to the center. You can either go back and forth, it doesn't matter, or what I think is a little quicker is just going up one side and then the other, because the end result is the same. I hope you like this. You know, sitting there trying to do things that are different, new, innovative, just something different than the same old, same old. Although the tried and true looping and band placement, hey, nothing wrong with those. Y'all have made some amazing bracelets. And I've even made a couple nice ones, I think. Okay, so now I'm going to go and do this side. Like I said, you either can alternate back and forth, or up one side and down the other. I haven't done a one-length bracelet in a long time, except in practice. Or I usually just do about this big a segment when I'm trying a new design, just to see how it's going to look. Because usually when I'm creating design, very rarely do I just put bands on, loop them, and then it's, oh wow, that's amazing. Usually there's several dud trial runs before something interesting comes up. Okay, so those are all the B bands brought to the middle. Next, next we are going to take these decolored bands and bring them out. So take the one right here, pull the B bands back, grab the, where's the top one there? Make sure I get the top one. Okay, for me, the way I placed them, they're all going to be on the left. And again, you can do this, you know, back and forth, or you can just grab all the top ones on one side. And push them down a little bit as you go. I like doing, when possible, the same movement over and over again. The whole theory, it's the whole theory behind the assembly line. Although this isn't mass production here, but it just helps my brain just to keep a rhythm going. And now we'll do this side. Okay, I already did that one. So let's finish this up. I'm very interested in your honest opinion, whether you like this or not. You all don't have to say it's great, and if you think it's kind of weird or funky, let me know, because your correspondence, your opinions help direct my endeavors. I'm sorry, I think I've been sniffing while I've been doing this. I don't really have a cold. I did have one, which is very rare for me, but it's gone now. I've got enough health issues. I don't need colds on top of things, right? Alright. Almost done these D bands. One more, just reach, make sure you pull back the B colored bands, like for me the blue bands, and grab that. And the final step will be the A bands, and the one on my left is on top. And so it's real easy, it's just the only band right there. It's a little stretched out because of the way I did the bands. But just reach inside the D band right here. And these are hard to see, especially since my backdrop is the exact same off-white color. No worries. Let's see. Not often I do pretty much a whole bracelet on camera, but again, I bring that one up to the center, and then we'll start on this side. But this is only 3 bars wide, oops, and 1 length long, so it's like a mini bracelet. Almost done. No, I don't have that much to say, do I, today? Usually I'm more chatty, but I know I'm a little bit out of sync with doing tutorials. It's been a while. So, for this one, I will be making an extension, so I'm going to grab some bands. Pull this out from this in here, and then I am going to pull a few bands on this side for my extension. I think I'm going to do a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place the clip. So now it's safe from falling apart. Alright, ready to pull her off. And here's what she looks like. Can't say it's my favorite color combo, but it's interesting enough, huh? Here's the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to place 4 bands to do my extension. And we'll pop the cap over this. I haven't done one of these in a long time, an extension, but I think it's one of the first things anyone learns to do, besides the simple single chain, which is what it is. And there you have it, Cattywampus. Okay, I don't know why that one is, I must have done something right. That one doesn't look right, does it? Oh well, we'll pretend it's not there. Or I'm just seeing it wrong. I'm not sure. Anyhow, this is Cattywampus. Please be sure to like it if you do. Feel free to subscribe to Deb's Thing and check me out on Instagram at Deb's Thing. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing your renditions. Have a great day. Bye-bye.